What if I told you Formula One is quietly erasing its identity, not with a bang, not with a scandal, but one circuit at a time? Spa, rotating. Imola, gone. Zandvoort, cut again. Silverstone, Brazil, Suzuka, still here for now in their place. Street circuits surrounded by LED ads, fountains, and VIP lounges. Miami, Vegas, Madrid, Saudi Arabia. If you feel like something's missing from modern F1, you're not wrong. And the only one who seems willing to say it out loud is Max Verstappen. This is the most important thing Verstappen has said off track, and it's something every true F1 fan needs to hear. Because this isn't just about racing, it's about what kind of sport we want this to be. Let's be clear, Verstappen isn't just speaking as a driver, he's speaking as a purist, as someone who understands what makes a race weekend more than just content for a streaming service. If it were up to me, he says, the calendar would look very different, and also have fewer races. He's not wrong. Formula One is now up to 24 races per year. That's not a calendar, that's an endurance test. The push into new markets has flooded the schedule. Saudi Arabia, Miami, Vegas, Madrid, maybe even Thai M's Sportation plan. Verstappen listed 6 circuits that, in his words, deserve a separate status. Tracks that should never be up for negotiation. Spa-Francorchamps, Zandvoort, Silverstone, Imola, Suzuka, Brazil. Let me be the first to say what most pundits won't. If these 6 circuits aren't permanent fixtures, it's not Formula One anymore. They're not just historical, they're essential. Spa is the litmus test for every car on the grid. Zandvoort is an old-school knife fight. No runoff, no forgiveness. Silverstone is the birthplace. You cut it, you cut out the sport's heart. Imola, a circuit soaked in glory and tragedy. Suzuka, the most technical, elegant track on the planet. Brazil, the most unpredictable, emotional, crowd-fueled roller coaster in racing. These tracks are not just locations, they are chapters in the book that made F1 what it is. Let's talk about why this is happening. It's not about fans, it's about markets. It's not about innovation, it's about contracts. Liberty Media and the FIA are building a globe-trotting entertainment product, not a championship built on sporting merit. And Max sees the writing on the wall. He knows what it means to drive in Monaco and still feel nothing. Because racing on a gridlocked billboard isn't racing. It's just marketing with the, and yes, I'll say what most YouTubers, you can drape an F1 car in fireworks and high rises, but if there's no soul in the tarmac, it's just a parade. It's no coincidence the most exciting races, Brazil, Spa, Suzuka, all happen on circuits built by racers for racers, not by real estate developers in suits. Lando Norris agrees he's pushing for rotating calendars because even the drivers know the calendar is bloated, the staff are exhausted, the racing is losing meaning. You want an F1 season that feels like a season. Make races special again. Bring back scarcity. Give every weekend weight. Right now, F1 is running like a Netflix series that's too afraid to end a season. It just keeps going, episode after episode, until nothing feels important anymore. And that's what Max is warning us about. He's not just talking about preferences, he's talking about standards. And once those go, they never come back. Germany's gone. Nürburgring, Hockenheim, history, all erased. And Verstappen even said it himself. The legendary Nordschleife, too dangerous, won't happen again. It's a poetic moment. The best driver of our era drove it and ruled it out forever. F1 there, never again, far too dangerous. But maybe the real danger isn't the Nordschleife. Maybe it's a calendar with no backbone, no integrity, no memory. So let's get this straight. If you care about the purity of the sport, the circuits where drivers earn victory, where history echoes through every lap, then Verstappen isn't just your champion. He's your truth teller. And the question is simple. Are we building a sport or just another stadium tour with carbon fiber? The Sacred Six should never leave, because if they go, Formula One won't be next gen. It'll be soulless. And no amount of neon lights can fix that. Ferrari just benched Charles Leclerc, and no, it's not a mistake or an injury. In the middle of a turbulent season, with Hamilton still chasing his first podium in red, Ferrari's giving valuable FP1 track time to a rookie, Dino Beganovic, a 20-year-old F2 driver, and he'll be driving Leclerc's car, right alongside Hamilton. But this isn't just a rookie test, it's a message. In the next 60 seconds, I'll break down what Ferrari is really signaling with this move, how it ties into Hamilton's uncertain momentum, and why Austria might secretly be the start of a generational power shift inside Maranello. Don't blink. Ferrari's confirmed it. For FP1 at the Austrian Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc will step aside, and Dino Beganovic will get his second shot at driving the SF25 on a race weekend. If that name rings a bell, it should. The Swedish racer already made his debut in Bahrain earlier this season, but this time, it's not about firsts. It's about next steps. Beganovic has been with Ferrari's driver academy since 2020. He's worked his way up, and now he's in his first full Formula 2 season, already bagging 2 podiums with high-tech GP in just 12 races. Ferrari's clearly watching closely. And make no mistake, this isn't just a symbolic run. They're using these FP1s to test more than talent. They're assessing mindset, adaptability, feedback, and how these young guns handle pressure in a live environment. He'll be driving Leclerc's car, partnering Lewis Hamilton during the session, and that alone puts him on a global stage. 1 hour, 1 shot, and all eyes will be on how he handles it. Now let's talk about the why, because there's more going on here than just logging mandatory rookie laps. Ferrari's 2025 season hasn't exactly been smooth. Expectations were sky high with Hamilton's arrival, but results have been hit and miss. Behind the scenes, questions are swirling about the long-term lineup. While Leclerc's under contract until 2029 and Hamilton's building his foundations, Ferrari needs to think 5 years ahead, not just 5 races. Enter Dino. He's already tested F1 machinery in Barcelona. He's had his TPC outings. He's been part of Ferrari's system for nearly half a decade. And now he's getting real track time during race weekends, not on a simulator, not behind closed doors, on the main stage. It's a sign that Ferrari is quietly grooming its next contender. Whether that's as a future full-time driver or as leverage in the market, it shows commitment, it shows planning, and it shows trust. He's not alone either. McLaren's also dropping a big hint of their own, confirming that Irish driver Alex Dunne will sub in for Lando Norris in FP1. Like Beganovic, Dunne has been sharpening his skills in older cars and sim work, but now he gets his shot in a current spec MCL 39. And guess what? Dunne's leading the F2 standings right now, just 3 points clear. So FP1 in Austria, it's shaping up as the unofficial next-gen showdown.